Welcome back everybody, Matt the Matt here, hope you're doing well. So we found out a while ago that they were going to make a Twilight TV series based on the Twilight books with Bella, Edward Cullen, and Jacob. You got Twilight, Vampire Boy, Werewolf Boy, and Human, Bella. Bella! Now, of course, Twilight was a huge phenomenon in the late 2000s. The first one came out in 2008, and then they had the second one in 2009, third one in 2010, and like the thing that was going on at the time, let's split the last book, Breaking Dawn, into two movies, because that's what they did with Harry Potter. And then they did it with the Hunger Games. Yeah. And they made a lot of money. They made a lot of money. It was a successful franchise. Maybe not good, but it was successful. And I've seen the Twilight movies. I did not see the first two in the theater, but I did see the last, well technically the last three, because like I said they broke up the last book into two movies. So I did see Eclipse and Breaking Dawn Part 1 and Part 2 in the theater. It was a thing to do. And like I said, it was a huge phenomenon. Is she going to be with Edward or Jacob? Are you Team Edward, or are you Team Jacob? It's like watching Dawson's Creek. Are you going to be with Casey, or Dawson, Joey? Or on the Vampire Diaries? You going to be with this brother, or that brother? That was a thing, threesomes. Very popular. They're going to turn it into a TV series. Like what they're doing with Harry Potter. And it's like, okay. And then we find out it's going to be now we find out it's going to be animated. And I said, okay. I'm actually on board with an animated TV series. Now, I don't know who's doing the series. I don't know if it's HBO, I don't know if it's Netflix, I don't know if it's Amazon. But I think this is a good idea, and here's why. Twilight is a dark, gothic story. You deal with a vampire and werewolf. Okay? Plus, in the town that they're in at least the first Twilight, is very cloudy. I think it's Seattle or somewhere up where it's always cloudy, it's always rainy, it's mucky, it's nasty. Just watch the first Twilight. It's that atmosphere it gives. And I'm like, anime would be perfect because it is like a very gothic tale. And then you gotta go, well, what kind of animation are they gonna do? Are they going to go with like a Pixar, very colorful, bright, computer animated? Are they going to do it like Laika did, with like Kubo and the Two Strings, a little stop motion / CGI mixed in, or Coraline, very gothic, but also stop motion? Or are we going to do like the Tim Burton animation, like Corpse Bride, or Frankenweenie? Or are we going to go back to The Nightmare Before Christmas? And I have to say, I think the Tim Burton animation of, like the Frankenweenie or Corpse Bride, especially, would be perfect for Twilight. I think if Tim Burton came on and decided to direct animated film of Twilight, would be brilliant. Because he has that style, that unique look and feel and atmosphere that he brings to his movies, especially the animated ones. And to bring that Burton aesthetic into a Twilight, that might actually be pretty good. Um, so I'll be very curious in the animation style that they go with for Twilight. And then of course who's going to play Bella, who's going to be the voice of Bella, or Edward, or Jacob. I mean, I don't know if that would matter too much, if it is just the voice. But yeah, let me know, are you excited for Twilight coming back? Oh yeah. And then we're all getting into Harry Potter series again. But are you looking forward to Twilight TV series? You think this is a good idea? Do you think this will help expand more of what was in the book that wasn't able to come into the films? And then what kind of animation style would you want to see in the Twilight TV series? Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts. Matt the Matt.